The next stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. Blockwork back in the building. How you doing, my guy? How you
What's up,
been?
my boy? We outside with it, man. You know what's up? We back on the radar, part 2 shit.
Welcome back.
We here, we outside.
First and foremost, we gonna do some pain shit today, right?
Sure.
Now-
Off the records, you feel me? Like,
Go ahead.
it's about to be that shit off the walls. I love my music when I get to, like, talk real shit. It's easier to do it. Like, drill beats, you know, just simple stuff. You limited to the shit you can talk about on those beats. So I feel like I expanded my shit. Like,
Do you feel like you're at a point now where you feel like you're evolving as an artist in that sense?
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm probably one of the only drill artists that can really, like, do the type of music I be doing. I don't feel like people do it, but it don't be as, like, good as my music. I ain't trying to be, like, cocky or nothing, but I try to, because that's the music I like to listen to. So I go and look for it, and I don't find it, bro. So I just, like, I gotta do this shit myself, you feel me? I just kind of created a sound. It's called the me sound. It's me, you feel me? I brought it out, and I just feel like you just gotta make a song, talk about what you've been through, whatever, no dissing at all. You could diss, but don't say no names. Don't gotta be direct. Like, if you talking about your ex-hoe, don't say her name.
Right.
Just say blah, 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 blah. You feel me?
Now, do you feel like that's an evolution that you want to, like, stick with now? Because obviously you've done both in the past.
Yeah, I feel like my fans certainly be wanting certain stuff, especially when situations happen. So I kind of just try to do me and kind of mix it up with both. Do both. Like, for me, I feel like whenever the time is right, I give them whatever it is. You feel me?
Right. Because I feel like, you know, because we haven't recorded the freestyle when we're recording this right now, right? This came first today, but I think, you know, with the pain freestyles, I feel like what I've started to notice with a lot of y'all who have been on my show in the past, like you were here in like 2021, like October-ish, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And since then, right, obviously a lot has happened, but I feel like y'all are starting to realize that, like, the relatability of music with the drill, with the drill music that you were making at the time, where you were yelling, my brother, it's not as relatable as what you're going to do today. Even though we haven't done it yet, I know it's not as relatable as what we're about to get today from you.
That's a fact. It just shows how much I grow. Like, I grew, you feel me? Like, from being to where I could only do that, like, now, for me, I could just do anything I want to do, you feel me? Any beat,
right?
Any topic, anything, you feel me?
It's interesting because you said there was a point where you could only do that, right?
Yeah,
so
it was
how
kind
did
of
you
like,
pull yourself out of that lane?
I ain't gonna lie, I just, like, kind of just use the stuff that I was going through. Like you say, you feel me? I've been through so much shit since the last time I've been here. So much, like, detrimental shit. So I just kind of used that. I just, like, boiled it up and trying to, like, put it into my music. I didn't really know how to express myself. So, you feel me? I just found that way to do it, you feel me? I would talk to a mic or something, you feel me?
Right. Did you ever feel like there were certain points, you know, dealing with the things that you've dealt with this past year where you felt like you were nervous of maybe, like, crashing out or not being able to continue with this music stuff? Because I feel like there were points where you had spoken about or, like, posted, you, like, you know, you didn't want to do music anymore.
I mean, yeah, but I kind of, like, grew, try to stay level-headed, you feel me? Try to use, like, my resources and stuff just to stay positive, because I know, like, regardless of what I've been through, I'm losing people. I know they still want me to keep going and make something out of myself, you feel me? Still got a family that need me, got to do it. So I kind of just try to use it to add fuel to the fire, even though I know, like, this shit hard, you feel me?
What do you feel like has been, like, you know, the hardest part of this whole thing for you this past year?
Kind of just, like, staying motivated, I would say. I mean, I feel like a lot of people be losing motivation and the stuff they be doing. Like, you could see it, you feel me? So I kind of just been, like, trying to really stay motivated. I just talking to my moms, my family and shit a lot, you feel me? Just trying to make sure, like, I'm really doing this shit for a purpose, for real, you feel me? I'm not trying to forget that.
What do they be telling you back?
It's gonna happen one day, you feel me? And I know it's gonna happen one day too, you feel me?
What's
Facts.
gonna happen?
What I'm chasing, you feel me? My dream. I tell them I lay it down for them. My mom know, my brother know, you feel me? Like, I ain't a dumb nigga, you feel me? I ain't no dumb nigga, so, you feel me? They believe in me.
Do you feel like you're closer now to achieving what you want to achieve than when, because obviously where you are now and where you were back in 2021, two very different points in your career, two very different Blockworks, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're closer to achieving what you want to achieve now, or do you feel like it was closer back then?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I'm closer now. Back then it was like a lot of shit going on, a lot of shit in my head. Like you feel me? Like before I was like at the bottom of the steps. Like now I'm like damn near knocking on the door.
Right. Right.
Stamp myself in different areas where people get to see like I'm versatile as an artist. I'm not a one-way street. You feel me?
Mm. It's like when I see you on when I saw you on No Jumper, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I thought that was fire because obviously I seen Adam been tapping in with a lot of the stuff, with a lot of the music over here. How did you first get the call for No Jumper? How did that first happen? Shout out Adam and
I ain't gonna lie.
Flacco.
Yeah, that's a fact. Shout out Flacco. Shout out Adam. I ain't gonna lie. I was just watching that shit one day. I always been watching that shit my whole life, but I was just watching that shit one day and I kept seeing like, my peers and shit, niggas that do music in New York. I seen this nigga just say some shit about me and I DM'd him and I was like, fuck it. What's up? Let's do an interview. And I just went to LA for that shit.
That's fire. And how do you feel like you were received well over there?
Hell yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Facts. All love. It's all love.
Right. Isn't it weird to well, you've been out of New York for a couple times, right? But
Yeah.
isn't it crazy, like, for you, do you feel like when you, like, travel, right, whether it's to LA or somewhere else, do you really kind of get, like, the broader scope of, like, what's really out there for you in the world instead of just being in New York?
I mean, hell yeah. Like, when I get out there, like, I be motivated already, but when I be traveling and shit, I be getting, like, super duper motivated. Just, like, seeing a new life and, like, shit that I'm not used to seeing every day. That shit just make me want to change and better for, like, the future, you feel me? It's not always about what's going on, you feel me? You just gotta know that if you stay down, that shit gonna eventually come, you feel me?
Right. Have the labels been calling more now than you feel like they were before, too?
I ain't gonna lie, definitely.
You say that with, like, a sigh of relief, too.
Definitely. I ain't gonna lie, because it's like before I wasn't really like, how would I say it? I wasn't locked in. Like, I was really locked in. I really didn't have my foot down, like, to where I was doing this shit for real, for real. Like, now, like, you feel me? My shit is controlled. Like, I got a certain type of, like, lane, you feel me? Niggas see that, you feel me? Everybody see that, you feel me?
Right. Think you might sign soon, hopefully?
It's right. God know if it's right. Hell yeah.
I'll knock on wood for you.
God know if it's right, it's gonna happen.
So, it's whenever I love seeing your music, my brother, right?
Yeah.
I don't like seeing you trolling because I want you to be focused. And I say this from a point of love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I've grown with all y'all in this scene. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I've grown with all these young New York artists over the past couple of years.
Yeah.
Why do you feel the need to troll my boy?
Because sometimes you can't always be angry about stuff, bro. You just gotta joke around, bro. You can't let shit get to you, bro. That's my way of doing it. You feel me? People be out there trying to bother me and shit in the comments and shit. You feel me? Trying to make me feel less of a man and shit like that. But my way of just like pushing it away is just laughing at it, bro. There's no better way to just ignore that shit. Just laugh at that shit, bro.
Do you always feel the need to respond to people online?
Hell no, not always. I feel like if you get it out of me, you get it out of me, bro. But not always. Hell no.
Do you feel like people take you too seriously online? Like not in the music sense, but like the shit that you be saying. You know what I'm saying? Like the trolling part. Do you feel like people take it too seriously?
I hope people don't pay attention to me. I don't pay attention to that. It's entertainment.
Why post it?
I'm entertaining my fans.
All right, respectfully.
Entertainment.
But do you ever think that sometimes might take away from the music and the things that whenever you do post a song?
Nah.
You think they're still gonna tap in the music just the same?
Yeah. Probably even more.
Probably even more. Do you with the music you're making now? Is it mostly like in that pain lane? Like, what type of musical space have you kind of been in like as of this last like month or two?
Kind of been like trying to like do both. So I've been trying to make drill shit where I'm doing my regular shit, and then I've been trying to step out of that where I'm like doing other beats where I'm not dissing niggas and I'm just really making sure it's a song. You feel me?
Yeah.
Not just doing whatever on it.
Right. Because I feel like at least when I think of like drill music, I think of like some of the biggest records that have come out of New York and translated to like like you talk about going to Cali. Like I think of like pop and how pop just had like party records. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the thing that like I'm starting to see y'all understand.
Yeah.
Is that like if you want people in like all these other places to fuck with you for like longer periods of time, it can't always be like this music. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you gotta make that shit mainstream. Gotta make that shit mainstream.
And you gotta make people like feel it too and feel your
Mhm.
pain.
Definitely. You can't just be using that ABC shit, bro. That shit ain't getting by, bro. You gotta really speak.
You said that ABC shit.
Yeah, niggas be just saying words and words and words. I'm like, they don't be rhyming. They don't be just saying shit.
Right.
They just booking a session and saying shit.
Now, would you credit that to like being just newer artists, or would you credit that to just like not having the skill yet? Because I mean, people might argue and say that that's how you used to be at one point in time too, versus how you are now.
Mm-mm. I wouldn't say that. I would say everybody got their own way of growing and where they gonna come from, but it's like certain niggas be like really trash, bro. Like, and you could see certain niggas that got potential. And you could hear a nigga music and be like, nah, you ain't never gonna make it, nigga. Hey, shit, he might make it.
Yeah.
Then you could hear a nigga music and be like, well, you got potential. And then he not gonna make it. Feel me? So I don't know, bro. It's hard to judge, bro.
At the end of the day, it's all just the industry, and it's a game that you just gotta learn how to play correctly. At the end of the day, too, right?
That's a fact.
I think and also too is like I think when we spoke back in 2021, I had asked you like about because that free like I said like part one versus part two of these freestyles are very different,
That's
right?
a fact. I ain't gonna-
One, I gotta at least give you credit that it was very impressive that you were able to do the voice all the way through. Because I'm like, I like that was straight through.
Yeah, that
this
was
boy
like
did
my
that.
real freestyling stages, bro. Like that was when I never wrote a song, bro. I freestyled everything that I had in my catalog from before that.
And you were doing like the raspy Batman voice thing, like.
Yeah, I was just tweaking with it.
But then I remember I think in the interview I'd asked you if you said that you were gonna keep trying to do that, and you were just like, nah, you maybe not for much longer. And then eventually you ended up switching back up to just using your regular voice and rapping.
Yeah. I don't really do that raspy shit no more. I feel like my fans be fiending for this shit sometimes, bro. I kind of try to like mix it in.
And you try to like throw it in every now and then.
Yeah, I know ones and twos, you feel me? Couple bars.
Yeah. But not for whole records anymore.
Nah.
Do you just feel like that doesn't translate well to audiences?
I
Or
feel like
aside
if I did it, I would have to do every single song like that, and that's not what I'm trying to do. Feel me? So I just want to use my voice so I could like it's gonna be easier for me to shift to those other lanes.
Right.
Fucking can't be singing and doing that voice.
Yeah. You definitely can't be singing and doing that voice.
I can't be on a song with fucking like
You do some melodic shit. And you just like have it and then out
like
of nowhere.
Stunner
just start
Gambino
yelling.
or
What's up?
JR.
Yeah.
And then boy, that shit just starts screaming like, who is this guy? That's not gonna fit, you feel me? So I just thought like, use my voice. I'm gonna just go with it, you feel me?
Do you feel like I always wonder this with some of y'all? Like, has there ever been like industry? Well, maybe not industry people, maybe like bigger artists in the industry who've reached out to you over this period of time, where that has kind of like surprised you?
Yeah, a couple. I got a feature with PJF Nook.
Okay.
Off the strength of like, just him fucking with me, you feel me? Like, ain't no label, none of that, you feel me? A couple other niggas I don't really know off the top of my head. A lot recently, like, it's been a lot more love recently.
Right.
And it's just like, it's glad to see that because I know that I'm going up, I'm going to the next level. So it's like, when I kick them doors and these are the niggas I'm gonna be working with, rub my elbows with and shit, you feel me? So I want to keep, feel me, like a good relationship. I don't want to burn no bridges with niggas for no reason, you feel me? Have beef with a nigga in another state for no reason.
Right.
I mean, like, no point for that.
Do you feel like right now the attention is like, what do you feel like is like the core right now that is different from, obviously a year ago that's bringing you this attention that kind of you've been waiting for this type of like moment for yourself? Do you think it's your energy? Do you think it's the music, a mix of everything?
I definitely think it's like a mix of everything. Cause I'm a one-man army. Like I don't got nobody behind me, so everything I do is me. Like my personality, they're gonna have. You feel me? Everything like they're looking for is me. My fans not coming to look for nobody else when they coming to hear me. It's just me. So it's like I feel like I stamped that. I don't need no gang. I don't need 20, 30 niggas to be posting my shit every day. Like I could do this shit alone. So I feel like I'm stronger like that. You feel me? Like niggas just be here for no reason, bro. You just gotta step up and do that shit, bro. Stop finding excuses not to do it.
Right. So what's next for you, brother? What do we got coming up?
Right now, I'm trying to cook up like an album.
Okay.
I've been, for me, stuck in my head, like figuring out what I'm trying to do with it. Trying to definitely new music coming. I'm not playing with niggas, you feel me? Still about to keep dropping on niggas. Y'all can look out for every week. Y'all go see my shit going up. And I ain't gonna lie, a couple interviews coming out more. I'm just trying to stay consistent so niggas see my face. So know that all 2023, I just gonna see mad blocky.
Word, man. Well, it's good to see you. You know what I'm saying? By the time y'all see this, part 2 freestyle out now, very different from part 1. You know what I'm saying? If he told me it's different, he hasn't recorded it yet. So if he's screaming on this freestyle, I just want y'all to know I didn't know when I'm filming this right now. Nah, I'll fuck with you. But look, man, like I said, it's been great seeing you again. I'm glad to see the maturity and how much you've grown since we first met each other.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, my brother, you know the drill. Let the people know they can follow you. Anything else you want to let the fans know? Now is the time to do it. This camera right here.
It's Blockwork. I know what the fuck going on. Voice of Harlem shit. Y'all can follow me on Instagram, block_work58, man. Y'all shot, nigga. Shout out my team, too.
There you go. Well, make sure you go follow him. Go run up everything he has out now. Album on the way. Singles on the way. Freestyle part 2 out now. Go follow him. Go show him some love. Go show him some support. Love is free. Support is free. But y'all already knew that. Till next time, Blockwork on the radar. We out. Oh, my guy.
Appreciate you, my boy.